Huh?
Where are your glasses?
I wear them only for like real reading, and actually, I have
Mm,
been using them just for putting the thread into the needle. That works
okay,
really
wow,
well.
good.
I don't really need for anything else. So we have started,
Okay.
and well, we have started. I don't see. Yeah, I don't know for sure how it will, if we are really online now, because I can't see at the moment. Last time I saw, but this time I don't.
Uhum. For me,
But
they say você está na transmissão.
okay, yeah, yeah. For me
Yeah, and I
also.
see just above your head, Ana, ao
Mm-hmm,
vivo, 55
mm-hmm,
seconds.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and well, for now nobody's watching, which is normal.
Uhum.
um, mm, okay, but my probably we're gonna go to pick you. No 30. Ah, my I have this thing of like, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um no, it's just that my son has this girlfriend, yeah, and
Uhum.
we are friends with the family,
Uhum.
and they want to pick us up after 11. Right now, she said something, but she didn't. She I sorry. Anyway, we are because we have been meeting most of the weekends,
Oh,
and
good. What's the plan for today, Anna? Where are
they
you going?
after 11 we will go to their house.
Ah,
And
have lunch in their house?
mhm, the girl that Mark likes,
Hmm.
Amalia, should be the one to cook.
Oh,
And we will see, yeah.
yeah. And are
Uh,
you bringing mangoes as dessert or
no,
avocados?
mangoes are out of the season is over.
Okay.
Okay, so shall we talk? Which one is first?
Oh, let's go for the living abroad thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so have you lived abroad before?
I have lived abroad just once in my life for 2 years. After my university, I went to work in Germany in an exchange student program named Au
Mm-hmm.
Pair. Many people
Mm-hmm.
know that. It's very popular over there. In Brazil, just a little bit. And it was amazing experience, Anna, because in those years there was no Google Maps, no 3D videos to see where you were really going. So I just had the name of the city and the neighborhood and just pray and just go. And so I think we were very brave young people, you know. But then, of course, I left home being sure everything would be all right because in those years it was really difficult to travel abroad, uncommon, and we could not afford regretting or not liking experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had decided to go, you just go and you finish your contract and come home smiling, you know. So I just invested all my energy in doing everything right. But okay, it was really good. I think life was very generous to me in those years. You know, I would go for just 1 year, but then my bosses invited me to stay one longer year with them. I think they got dependent on my cooking and the cleaning and the organizing everything for them. So they decided to offer me an extra year. And it
Mm-hmm.
was amazing because I could travel all over Europe. It was so cheap for us, you know. So that's my only experience. But I really loved that.
I think during that time when you were there, Germany still had Deutschmark.
Yes, absolutely. The
And
90s, mid
during
90s.
the weekend, you
Mm,
could buy 15 Deutschmark tickets and go using the local trains. You could go through the
absolutely.
whole country.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I traveled at that time. I
yeah.
went to Mainz
Ah, yeah.
several times.
Okay.
And
And now it's 49 euro and you go everywhere. And
okay,
we
yeah.
had a lot of discounts for au pairs because the idea of the au pair program is study and travel, explore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we had all kinds of discounts everywhere for bus, train, movies, galleries, you know? Yeah.
At that time, I was living in Finland. For three
Okay.
years, I was living in Finland and traveling to Mainz. I think I went there like two or three times. I don't remember right now.
Amazing.
And what you used to do at that time was take a boat from Helsinki to Stockholm
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
overnight, and then from there you go hitchhiking.
Okay,
Uh,
sure. Lots
at
of
that time.
hitchhiking at that
Hmm.
time, yeah. And but
But
what was the beginning of your experience going abroad? You were very young, probably.
I was 20, 19, 20,
Okay,
between
youngish,
19 and
yeah.
20.
Hmm.
And yeah, well, I
Where
went
did you
out.
go first?
The first place I went to was Japan
Wow.
because it was near, no?
And
I
how
flew,
how far in hours? How long
yeah,
did you
just
fly?
40 minutes I flew. 40 minutes.
Really? Oh my God, they should study better geography. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
but because Russia
amazing.
is so big, no? So
And
that
how long
side
did
is
you
near.
stay?
Okay, I came to Japan. I stayed there for around 3 months. Then
Mm-hmm.
from Japan, I went to other Asian countries. I stayed for a while in Thailand, teaching
Mm-hmm.
English. Yeah.
Amazing. And what
Uh,
was the arrangement in Japan? Where did you stay?
oh,
Who did you live
well,
with?
when at the beginning I met this organization that was doing social service and teaching
Ah,
yoga, and so they helped me to get the visa for Japan, and I went
great.
to stay with them. They had a
Mhm.
kindergarten in a city called Kobe. Kobe is like
Oh, it's
near
famous,
to,
right?
yeah, because there was a very very big, huge, yeah, earthquake that actually destroyed the
Ah,
house where I stayed. Yeah.
oh,
Um well, where I had stayed, yeah, because then
yeah.
I left. Uh, Japan was interesting, but somehow uh, it was a little bit difficult for me because in Japan is very full, like really full of conditional conditions. Social. It's very socially conditioned. You
Yeah,
would
I
say
can
like that.
imagine it. Yeah,
And so there are like lots of rules,
yeah.
and for me to just come there, I felt the whole time really insecure. Somehow I
Mm-hmm.
felt very out of out of place.
Okay. And but insecure like following the rules and expectations, but not
Just
insecure like your safety. No.
no, 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 no
Yeah.
safety.
Insecure about the rules.
Yeah, it was more like this feeling of like not being uh, mm, not doing the right thing all the time, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, anyway, so then from Japan going to Thailand, India felt more like liberation rather than
Yeah.
anything else.
And then you
uh,
went through organizations also.
yeah, well, I was with the person who was from the organization, right, with the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, she wanted to leave the organization and we just stay
Mm.
by ourselves. So we
Okay.
stayed in Thailand, just us. We were
Okay.
teaching English. We went to Indonesia there when we because we had to do a so-called visa run. They
Ah,
have
yeah, sure.
this thing called visa run. So it's like
Uh-huh.
you stay in Thailand. I don't know now because I
Mm-hmm.
bet the system has changed
Mm.
drastically.
Mm.
But at that time, you stay in Thailand. You stay like I think how many months? I don't even remember now. Could be
Mm-hmm.
6 months. You stay,
Mm-hmm.
then you go then, or maybe you stay 3 months, then you extend 3 months, something like that, because we've
And you had
stayed
it
like
to
11 months.
and then you had to extend via embassy, things like that.
No, then what you do is you go to Indonesia,
You
to
go
Penang.
out
You go out
and
for
yeah.
1 day basically. We went to Penang. Yeah.
Oh
uh,
my God,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, we went there, we stayed there 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive, everything is already like set there for people to do it. Yeah,
Okay,
because you
sure.
are not the only person who is doing it. Yeah,
Yeah, of
like
course. Even the
hundreds of
authorities
people,
know about it, like Canada, Mexico, US, Canada, and
because nobody does anything like work visas or anything in Thailand.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know now. I'm telling that I don't know now
Yeah.
because those were like 90s,
Sure, sure. And then who are your
1990s.
coworkers, for example, in this school?
Well,
All gringos?
yeah, well, the thing is that I didn't really have that many like co-workers. I didn't
Mm.
meet many people that much.
Mm.
I was just like I was working in three places. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't so difficult to find a job, but there was this consideration that I was not from an English speaking country,
Mm-hmm.
and that changed a little bit things. Yeah, not all the
Okay.
schools were taking people who are not from English speaking countries
Yes, okay.
at that time, at least. So anyway, I worked in a kindergarten, which was like the morning hours. Then I went to some private places, and private places also I divided between two schools. Yeah, there were the
Mm-hmm.
two schools that were giving me,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
And
it
for
was.
example, from the place where you lived to the schools, was it easy to come and go? Could you take buses or bike? How did you move around?
Okay, Bangkok is quite big, and at that
Mm.
time, there was a lot of problem with traffic jams. Right,
Oh.
as far as I know, when I was there, they were building the highway, and as far
Mm-hmm.
as I don't know where I know it from, and it may not be the right information, but I
Mm.
think they've built something like underground, but I don't know for sure.
Ah,
But for
okay.
highway,
Yeah.
I'm sure because if it was being built
Mm-hmm.
when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
So traffic jams were quite incredible.
Wow.
You leave from the house around 5:30,
Ooh.
and you get to the place by around 9.
My dear Lord. And what about in the evening to go back?
Then during the day, because I came to the kindergarten, then I had to go back to the center. And that also, it's like, it's not like you are moving all the time. It's like you move a
Mm-hmm.
little bit and then you stand there for,
Yeah.
it could
And
be
then
like
you would
an
be on
hour.
a bus?
Yes, on a bus.
Dear Lord.
And I carried my lunch with me.
Sure.
I used to eat on the bus and stuff like
Of
that.
course.
And so then I go back to the center, which didn't take that long because the
Mm-hmm.
biggest traffic jams were in the morning and the evening. And then I finished everything by around 6 or 7, and then I was home around 10. So
Mm-hmm.
I spent every day around 3 hours there and 3 hours back
Can you
in the bus.
imagine? Mm-hmm.
It was
And
really
from
quite
Botucatu,
incredible.
3 hours, you're almost in São Paulo. Imagine you
Yeah.
going and coming every day.
Oh, it was quite incredible, really. It was,
Luckily, you were very young.
yeah. Um, Thailand in general, I remember is very nice. It was, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I hardly had any contact with anyone other than my friend, because
Mm-hmm.
people, not only they don't speak English, they are not very like interested in talking to
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
that
And what
much. I mean,
about
they live
yours?
their lives.
Yeah. And what about your students, Anna?
It was just like I teach a person, I go away, and we don't have contact. It's
Mm-hmm.
like
But during
just
the class, were
yeah, it
they
was okay.
friendly,
But
interested?
I had one really peculiar class. I had
Okay.
several different classes, but the most peculiar one was with a Chinese girl who didn't
Mm.
speak any English at all, and I
Oh.
didn't speak any Chinese. So
Mm-hmm.
our class was basically uh, she had um, she had a like a word book, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like a phrase in Chinese and then a phrase in English. So she
Yeah.
would say onto the speaker, she would say the phrase in Chinese, and I would say the phrase in English. My God, how I was falling asleep. You cannot imagine. It was just like the whole time I was fighting
Mm-hmm.
with sleep. And I think I
Mm-hmm.
fell asleep, and she actually noticed after some time because it was just really incredible. It was like lunchtime. I just ate.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
hot, and
Is
plus
yeah,
it was
imagine you
just
warm countries.
so boring. I mean, it was
Poor lady.
like you could not imagine a class more boring than that.
My
It was
God, how
just
old
really,
was she?
I don't remember, maybe around 30.
Okay, like a
Around,
teenager.
I don't
Okay.
remember. I really don't remember. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember. I just remember that she was Chinese and that she didn't speak a word of English.
Oh, poor lady.
And yeah, but that was quite an experience.
Yeah.
And then I had another quite peculiar class with one child, Thai child, who, because in Thailand there are people who are so rich, you cannot even
Oh.
imagine it. So
And
she
they
had
are
like,
from Thailand?
yes, yes, she
Wow.
had around four nannies,
Oh,
and they were
really?
like all the time around her, getting her to do this and that.
My God, she
And
was the princess and the slaves.
yes, so I really, really don't remember how long it lasted, because all this was so long ago,
Yeah.
and so many things happened since then.
And Anna, could you
Um,
enjoy the beaches in Thailand? Because this is what we
no,
know about. Okay.
no, but in Bangkok has nothing to do with the beaches.
Mm-hmm.
In People go to the beach to Pattaya and
Mm-hmm.
to some other like specific places. We went
Mm-hmm.
to the beach only in Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
But to tell you the truth, I am not really that much of a beach person. It's
Okay.
like we went here once and then we were
Mm-hmm.
like the happiest people to go home.
Okay.
We are not. If ever, I would prefer to go to the swimming pool regularly, but
Okay.
the beach for me is not part of my dreams at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I can live without it
Mm-hmm.
forever, like
Yeah.
forever. Uh, when we went to Batuba here,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
it was okay, but not like, I mean, we were making photos and showing people and saying, "Look how nice," but the greatest pleasure was to show. Be-
Okay.
yeah, more than like actual enjoyment. I didn't go
Mm-hmm.
into the water until the last days. My
Okay.
son was in the water quite a bit, and
Mm-hmm.
then by the time he got tired of it, I started going in, and I
Okay.
went in maybe several times, but it's nothing I would like die for.
Okay. Yeah. And Anna, after the Eastern countries, and then where was your next stop?
After the from Asia, I went to Scandinavia.
What
First, I
season
spent.
of the year?
No, I stayed there for years. It's not. It wasn't just month.
Oh,
Um,
well,
First,
the winter is no surprise for you at all, right?
it's a bit more mild than the
Yeah,
Far Eastern
yes,
Russia.
yeah, sure.
Well, first from Asia, I went to St. Petersburg, which is Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And when I stayed in St. Petersburg, I traveled to Europe a bit, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Finland. And in
Mm-hmm.
Finland, I stayed for around 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I traveled uh,
And what
to
made you
mine.
stay, Anna? Did you feel comfortable? The money was good
But
enough?
I was working with this organization, but
Mm-hmm.
the one I knew, and I was like posted there.
Mm-hmm.
I was posted to Finland, so I
Yeah.
stayed in Finland because Finland was given to me, not because I chose. I didn't choose
Okay.
Finland.
It was not exactly your choice, yes.
No,
And
and
Anna, what did you like about Finland? Mostly the place, mostly the people, or
Finns are very peculiar
hmm,
because they are very. If you make a friendship, it
hmm.
stays for the lifetime, because
Wow.
now, of all the people that I've met during my 13 something years in the organization, the
Hmm.
people with whom I still communicate time to time are the Finns.
Okay, I would ask you, Anna, if you keep in touch with
Yeah,
these people
yeah,
from these experiences. Yeah.
yes, but
Mm.
other than that, when you are there, when I was
Mm-hmm.
there, it's
Mm-hmm.
not easy. People are
Mm-hmm.
quite introvert,
I can imagine.
and so it's not. I kind of asked to be transferred.
Okay, after 3 years.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I was sent to Africa, and again, Africa was on one side. It was easier,
Mm-hmm.
like because people are simpler,
Yeah.
and on the other side it was more difficult. But I understood that in this life, it's easier and
Mm.
on psyche to be not very rich, more or
Mm-hmm.
less poor, among
Mm-hmm.
the people who are like you, rather
Okay.
than poor among the people who are rich.
Yeah, super difficult, of
Yes,
course.
because
Yeah.
In Europe, when not feeling that you have money is much
Mm.
more difficult than it is in Africa or in Brazil.
Okay, absolutely.
The,
Yeah, and because in Brazil, 99 of the people don't have money.
well, not
We have
99, but
enough, but it's just like everybody understands the struggles. It's just part of life. Yeah,
I
it
would
is what it
say
is.
that in Brazil, people want more. Most people want more.
You
And
mean
it's
they are
like,
ambitious
no, I mean, most people think they don't have. It's like the mentality in the mind is more.
because they don't know people who are really poor, you
Yeah,
mean?
yes.
Okay.
I think that in Brazil, of the, possibly there are like 30% that are really poor. I would say that
Yeah,
I would
sure,
put
sure.
there that there are some people maybe in the Nordeste, yeah, some.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, people who, for example, work in Central and have
Mm,
their own house and spend the money for their life, I don't consider them poor, because I think
okay.
they are like middle, m- because
Middle
in
low.
Africa, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
middle low, yeah.
And if you compare Anna to a person who works in the supermarket in Africa,
Well,
but what country in Africa are we talking about?
well,
South
okay. The
Africa?
thing is that it's not like here. The supermarket here gives so many jobs.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
can just look at the supermarket, you can see so many people working there.
Yeah,
It's like
shitty
a
jobs, but they
factory.
do. They do.
Yes, but they
The
keep those
uniform
jobs.
is made of plastic in a tropical country, but they do offer many,
Y-
many jobs.
Yes, but in Africa, people
Mm,
survive with really nothing. It's like
yeah,
you just don't understand how they do it because
yeah.
uh, people have such conditions that people here can't imagine. When I came from Africa to Russia, it was
Hmm.
also something like a part of my cultural shock was that people in Russia, they live in their apartments, they have a TV in every room, but they think they're poor. uh,
Okay,
so
imagine.
and I think it's the same here. Brazil
Okay.
is more or less the same level as Russia, I
Uh-huh.
would say. On some, in some on some level, on some in some of the situations, Brazil is better than Russia because it
Mm-hmm.
gives a bit more opportunities. It is open to the world. There is
Mm-hmm.
a freedom of expression
Yeah.
and stuff like
You
that.
can come and go.
Yeah. So Brazil is even better than Russia. But Russia is better than Africa because in Africa, the
Mm-hmm.
people who have the money, they don't have that much. Even the middle class,
Mm-hmm.
what is considered middle
Mm-hmm.
class, they are,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, not very well off. And
Mm-hmm.
there are the percentage of people who are really poor, like they don't have
Yeah.
nothing, is so high.
So
uh,
high.
mhm. When I came here, because I left my organization from Africa, and so when I
Mm-hmm.
came here, got back in contact with the people who I stopped contacting when I left.
Yeah.
And one of the people, or some of the people who I regained, like returned to contact with, were the girls that were in the children's home in Africa when I was there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one of them, two of them are not very well off, and they
Mm-hmm.
contact me regularly. And one of
Mm-hmm.
them, I actually managed to send some money, not from me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
arranged somebody else to send because
Okay.
but
They need
she
it.
survives. She survives. She has no education.
My
She has
God.
four kids. Four kids. One of them is handicapped.
Oh my God.
She doesn't get free education. She pays
My
for the
God.
school every time. What's this thing flying? Every time she goes to the hospital, she has to pay,
Oh.
even for a visit, just to visit.
Mm-hmm.
She earns money by cleaning houses. And
Ah,
cleaning
okay.
houses, and washing clothes, and she
Oh my
gets
God.
very little washing
Yeah.
clothes and cleaning houses, and
Mm-hmm.
she is not safe while doing it.
Oh my
uh,
God.
she got actually raped the last time. The last child she has
My
was from
God. By the boss,
not like not a boss, but like the owner of a house.
the
But
owner
it's
of the
not.
house.
They're not even houses. They're not even houses. They're
Mm.
basically like metal boxes made of like this kind of like
Oh,
that
and
kind of.
still they hire a cleaning lady. Like containers, you mean?
No, just from this kind of like this kind of metal. They
The
take like
structure.
four pieces, the wooden structure in those four pieces.
My
Yeah,
God.
because they
And what
because they
country is
pay.
that in Africa?
Kenya.
Kenya.
And Kenya is more or less okay compared to some others because in
Uh-huh.
Kenya there are like all the UN offices, and
Mm-hmm.
there is business going on. There is a port, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, and yeah,
And does this lady have a husband?
no, the she actually, I think that from the girls that I knew
Mm-hmm.
when we were there. Uh, if we say that there are like 10 of them, maybe there were around seven,
Mm.
8 of them. I think that married well are only three
Oh.
or four.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, like, not so well. And in
Mm-hmm.
Kenya, many men, they don't marry because
Oh.
in Kenya there are like 5 women per one for one man in the quantity of people.
Ah,
Uh,
okay, okay.
and so it's plus African culture has this whole thing of like um, normal to have more wives and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's
And
African
would
culture.
you say the guys get free milk without buying the cow?
Yeah, but it's not. It's just somehow. It's just a different approach, totally
Mm-hmm.
different approach, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, they don't take care of the kids and stuff like that most
My
of the
God.
time. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just complicated. You can't say that it's like that simple. There are some
Mm-hmm.
men who like to have more children. They
Mm-hmm.
believe that they have, that's like their investment and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so many different
So
mentalities,
plural.
but it's in general very poor. It's
Mm-hmm.
like people uh, really having nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
And now, living in Brazil, that you landed in Botucatu, would you say the poor people from our city are hidden in faraway neighborhoods, like behind the shopping mall, in the edge of every region, south, north, things like
I
that?
don't know. I can't say any of
Mhm.
that because I think that if I believe that in Brazil people have the chance.
Okay.
If they just wanted, if they just
Mm-hmm.
took the chance, if they didn't
Mm-hmm.
drink, didn't do drugs, and just went to school, I think
Mm-hmm.
that everybody has the chance
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
the schools are not bad. Most people say
Mm-hmm.
that private schools are good and public are bad. No,
No,
it's
no,
not
not
like
at
that.
all.
It's not
Not
like
at
that. It's
all.
just that many people who take their children to public schools, they don't bother. They don't think
Mm-hmm.
that education is important. They
Exactly.
drink, they relax, and they don't want to stress. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the kids don't
Mm-hmm.
study. When we were in Estadual, when Mark was in
Mm-hmm.
Estadual in the state school, it was quite amazing how often they had to write there, please make sure that your child goes to school, comes to school. It was
Oh.
just quite amazing, that I mean, what's the problem? Just send your child to school.
Absolutely, because actually, this is the law. If you don't, you could be in trouble,
And still people
But
don't.
parents allow, oh, it's raining, don't go. Tomorrow is a holiday, you don't go today.
And
They
then
don't value education.
yes, that
Mhm.
I think that is the problem, because
Yeah.
otherwise the opportunities for education are good, and there are options to struggle and um, yeah. Anyway, that's what I
Mhm.
think. That's the difference for me between what is in Africa and what is here, because
Mhm.
here
Yeah,
I
here
would.
you do have the school. Yeah.
And a lot of the people have the mentality that Europe and America are so much better. It's
Mhm.
like it's engraved into the mentality of Brazilian people.
Anna,
And
but if they don't have the discipline and don't follow the rules over there, it's not wonderful by magic. Of course not.
it's not wonderful at all. In any
Mhm.
way, it's not
Mhm.
wonderful.
Mhm.
People are not, it's like, I don't know where they got the idea that, because most Brazilians think that
Mhm.
here it's terrible and there somewhere else it's much better.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
but the point
understand
is,
why.
Brazilian people cannot even be on time for an appointment. How the hell they would feel entitled to enjoy the niceties of those countries? They don't even have the discipline, so they keep dreaming and talking about. They really
but
don't
i
have their
think
feet on the ground.
but I think that's like the whole thing is wrong.
Mhm.
They can just, if they were just happy here and not coming
Mhm.
to appointments, whatever, it's not a big deal. I-
Mhm.
it's just that I don't understand who put into their minds
Yeah.
this
Maybe
whole
it's just a
idea.
fantasy they have in their mind.
But many people, if it was just one or two people,
Mhm.
it's like so many people, they just have
Mhm.
this whole thing.
Mhm.
And the dream of most people, of like of all the people that I've met, 70% at least, the dream is to get away from Brazil. And for me, this is so
And will they
strange.
ever, or they just like to complain?
But why should they? It's not
Mhm.
better in Europe, it's not better in America.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's just that I don't understand how they got this idea in such a
Mhm.
nice country with so many nice things there available.
Mhm.
Why would people want to go to this cold Europe where people are cold, where you will
Mhm.
not have your friends, your family? You will,
Mhm.
I mean, Europe is comfortable in some ways, but it's so much worse, like people wise. The
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
in Brazil are like so much better. Ordinary people in the buses, bus drivers, taxi drivers,
Mhm. Mhm.
people in the supermarket, they're like 10,000 times better than what you
See?
get in Europe.
Mhm. And so Brazilian people take our country's niceties for granted.
Y- This is really
The
crazy.
weather, the people.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
really crazy because if people would actually put the mind into like not going away but building it up, I think
Mhm.
it could become like 10,000 times better than Europe or America if
Yeah,
they would just
absolutely. But
relax and just
mhm.
stay here and just keep working and
Mhm.
doing things,
Mhm.
because the dream is all the time to go away. It's not
Mhm.
healthy even
Mhm.
for the country or
Mhm.
for the people. And it's such a
Mhm.
nice place. Why? It's
Mhm.
so, for me, now I am used to it. Yeah, but for me at the beginning, it was just really
Mhm.
like,
What are
why?
they talking about?
Why? Like,
Why
and
the hell?
if you tell anybody, if anybody asks you and you tell that you are from another place, and they would like, and why the hell did you come to Brazil? Like
Uh-huh.
they would like be, oh, Brazil of all the places. I
Uh-huh.
mean, for me, this is really like something that I don't understand.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
what
understand.
about the people in Russia, the youngish people, let's say? Do they stay and feel satisfied, or they keep dreaming of going away? How do you feel? Do you have cousins or son of
No, the
a?
thing is that in going out of a country is not easy. There are
Not at
some
all.
people who have immigrated during when this war and stuff started. They had
Yeah,
to go back, and they didn't go back because they wanted to go back.
sure, sure.
They went back because it was not easy to find work, to find places to live and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. There's not a
So
choice.
it's not,
Exactly.
yeah. And so many people, they don't even consider going anywhere because of I mean, stability is the most important thing for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have my niece. uh, she would like to go away from Russia,
How
but
old is she now?
around 30 something,
30
35.
something. Is she single, Anna?
I'm not sure I will talk about this online. We
Okay,
can talk
okay.
about it separately because I'm not sure
Yeah,
how much of it she wants to advertise. So, but
yeah.
even though we have zero watchers,
Yeah, but of
zero
course,
viewers,
someone
but
could
still.
watch it when we send them the link, right?
Yes, and
Yeah. Okay,
we will
sure.
have the recording as well. We can have the
Mhm.
recording and cut it into pieces.
Yeah, and I would ask you, you will edit a little bit?
I think we need to edit it. We can
Okay,
put
very.
we can just have the recording, and then you will have the recording too. So you can look through and cut the pieces that you can use,
Okay.
and I will
Now
do the same.
mhm. We have had 40 minutes of it, which is
Yeah,
wonderful. Yes. And maybe if you would
I will
like
stop.
to quit it and get ready for your compromise, you can feel free, okay? And are you going
I
to Poliglota Club